Okay guys, Mossy5734 back with some rare Kyosho Mini Z unboxings guys, and here's some stuff. I think it's from the UK. Right, so as you might have seen my bids guys, and part of my fleet I do have LaFerraris. I've got them in yellow and metallic red. Okay, now they've become pretty rare. And if you check in Japan, they're going for like £150 standard. So pretty expensive. So let's get this little bad boy out. Okay. So here's the LaFerrari guys. This is the white version. In the UK, I don't think it's really that rare, but it is rare in Japan, definitely. And maybe, I don't see that many in America either, so. And in white, it looks like a different animal. And I remember buying this thinking, right, I'm going to turn this into a police car, but you know what? You're not going to get a light bar on that. No way. So yeah, that idea kind of died out pretty quick. And this has actually got some film all around it. I mean, it's never been opened. Pretty cool. So yeah, it'd be nice to check that out on a display stand. Looking bad. Well, some guys decided to start sawing in his garden while I'm doing this. Okay, and I don't know if this is the last X-Mod car that I've got, but yeah, I'm trying to figure out a way, guys, to mount these onto Mini Zs, and just as extras in my race vids, or even as race cars, because they're not brand new, but they look alright. I like the carbon fibre on the bonnet. Pretty cool. And this is a Acura, I believe. Honda Acura. Mini Zs have not done a version of this car, so pretty cool. And it's going to be a challenge to get it to fit because of the back bit. But you can mount. They do have the mounting plate for the front, but they've got a slot thing. It slots into the chassis with this bit that sticks out. So I'm going to have to redesign that and maybe do it with Velcro because there's no side clips. But I thought it was quite a nice little shell. It looks like it's about 90 or 86 millimeters, one of the two. But yeah, not bad. Got them as a bundle, so they weren't too expensive. So yeah, kind of happy with that. Check them out on the display stand, guys. Some rare little beauties there. And be ready. Yep, the next vid, guys, you're going to see my rarest Kyosho Mini Z ever. I'm not saying it's the prettiest or the nicest, but it definitely is the rarest. Only 40 of these Mini Zs were ever made. Check out the next vid. Okay, guys, be ready, get subscribed, get notified. Okay, guys, so here we've got the LaFerrari in white. Yep, and this has become rare. You can still get yellow, you can still get red, metallic red, but the white I found was a bit harder to get. I got this quite a while ago, but I never unboxed it. Yeah, so I don't know why. At the time I got it, it wasn't rare. And then, yeah, and then it's become rare. These are fetching up to £150 in Japan. I've noticed there's a shortage of Ferraris in Japan. So, okay. So the LaFerrari F70, this was produced as a Mini Z in July 2014. It's a 98mm mid-motor shell, which basically has got the front as a 2.5 narrow and the rear as a 2.5 wide. It's got 5-spoke wheels. I'm not a massive fan of them wheels. I've got other things planned. You see, I've always wanted to drift my I don't know, just me, I've felt like some of the best cars in Mini Zs are the 98mm wheelbase. That's your Lambos, your McLarens, your Ferraris, but they don't really have a drifting version of these cars. Maybe they're a bit too wide, but that's my project. If you were to buy these shells, guys, make sure you glue them. Them are the number one. Them and the McLaren are the number one wing mirrors to come off. Look how thin they are. I mean, I know it's a replica, but trust me, they're gonna come off. I don't care how careful you are, they're gonna come off. I've been careful with my cars and they've come off. So I've just bunged loads of glue all over it. So the LaFerrari was a project named F-150. It's a limited production hybrid sports car that was built by Ferrari, and LaFerrari basically means the Ferrari in the Roman language. And this is like the definitive Ferrari. So there's been an auction for one of these on December the 3rd, 2016, and it auctioned off for £7 million, making this the most valuable 21st century automobile ever sold at an auction. So when they released it, I believe they made 499 of these, and I believe they were sold off for $1 million at that time. So yeah, and the foundations that they used on these cars were from the FXX. So this has basically been the evolution of the next stage of Ferrari cars. And there's loads of stuff, guys. I don't know how much you guys are into the specs and stuff, but you know, it's got loads of electronic controls, the ESC, stability control, high performance, ABS, EBD, anti-locking brake system, electronic brake distribution, EF1 track, F1 electronic traction control, integrated with a hybrid system, EDIF 3 third generation electronic differential, SCM-EFRS, this is the right word, magnetohelical dampening with 2 solenoids. Well, this is going over my head. And active aerodynamics to enable maximum performance. If you like that stuff, yeah, that's awesome, because I got a clue what any of that is. So, stuff that I understand. Ferrari have stated that this car will exceed 217 miles an hour. So this is similar to the Enzo's top speed. Whoa. However, it's capable of reaching 100 kilometers, 62 miles per hour in less than 3 seconds. And 200 kilometers in 124 miles per hour in 7 seconds. And 300 kilometers, which is 186 miles an hour, in 15 seconds. And Ferrari has also claimed that the cars lapped the Verona test circuit in 1 minute, 19 seconds and 70th of a second, which is faster than any other road legal car Ferrari has ever produced. So I don't know how much this stuff you're into, guys. I'm not going to go into it. If you are into it, let me know and I'll just geek you out on this stuff. And if you're not, there's no point. There's no point in me reeling all this stuff off, because you're not interested. There's no point. And I thought about making the video shorter, because you know, I notice people don't watch it to the end, so I'm not going to give any more information, guys, because I don't know. I mean, let me know. Is that something you want to hear? Is it something that you don't want to hear, you just want to see the car, go around a few times? I'm open. Let me know what you think. Okay, right, let's move on to the next car. Okay, guys, I do apologise. We've got dogs barking and somebody just started to decide sawing. I'll wrap this one up pretty quick. So this is the Honda Acura RSX, or if you're in Europe, it's the Integra, Honda Integra. And again, X-Mod's body shell, not a perfect fit, it's going to need to be modded. It's got carbon fibre on the bonnet and the nice black spoiler. And I like the way the front looks like it's kind of kitted out with a splitter at the bottom. So yeah. Can't believe this started right now. So yeah, so that's a nice looking shell. I'm going to use that in drift vids. Oh, it's got like a diffuser on the back as well. Okay, interesting. So yeah, like that body shell. And from what I know, that's not a Mini Z body shell. I don't think they've ever brought one out. That's an Acura or an Integra. So yeah, I mean, that was probably what swayed me towards getting these shells, because there's some that I know that Kyosho hadn't made. So yeah, that will look pretty mean under a Mini Z, and I'm so happy that the dimensions are similar, because if these shells were too narrow or too wide, it would be a problem. But it just seems that you could finagle your way around this by having your wheel offsets set up properly for this particular body. But yeah, it'll look pretty cool, guys, once it's set like that. It obviously looks a bit like a freak Frankenstein of a car, but once it's set up and looking kind of sweet, it'll be alright. You know, whenever I film, there's always somebody starts something. It's a conspiracy, man. I'm sure they've got a telescope and they're watching me. Okay, let's move on.